Markus Gabel, and with my lovely moderator back, Nastia. Wonderful good morning. So I hope everybody is doing good, had a great night and slept well, full of power for this wonderful new trading day. And we have good news, and let's see what we can do today. Today is it's still October. It's Thursday, it's the 14th, and I'm really happy that you spend your very, very precious lifetime with me this morning. And I promise you, I will do everything to make the next 30 minutes very valuable for you. And I hope you can learn something else for your own trading. We stream this show this morning. Nastia, it works already. We stream this show on YouTube at the same time. So you will find a button in the right corner on YouTube. You can subscribe this channel and you can share it if you want. You can give us a like. You can leave a comment if you want. So feel free that you never miss an episode of this morning show, or maybe from my lovely colleagues and Paul and Jens. Okay, so I have the chat on YouTube. Mihai, good morning. Vincent, good morning. Also in my view, then the chat here on Zoom. Please feel free to ask and to type whatever is in your mind so we can talk about almost everything. Okay, let me share my screen. And so let me fix. Now I can see the chat. Tina, lovely, good morning. Kurt, good morning. Nastia, definitely a wonderful good morning. Yeah, and Ian, good morning too. Okay, so here we go. Great, guys. So let's have a look at our Barry Vladimir. Good morning. Greetings here from Germany. Let's see the upcoming events for today. Australian came out with the labor force. So we had a previous, the actually is 4.6, the forecast was 4.8, and we have 4.6. So it's a little bit, better than expected. Then we expect in Canada this afternoon for 2:30, the monthly survey of manufacturing. Then the gas storage report will come out this afternoon, and the weekly petroleum also. So that's the events for today. Then on this site on admiralmarkets.com/analytics, there you will find a lot of information. Most of the tops this morning, top news, the correction of Singapore Central Bank updates. So the Singapore Central Bank tightens policy very unexpectedly. So this is the Singapore dollar, you know, so I don't trade this, but this is really interesting information. If you want to have more information, click on this. This is free, by the way. This is free. And then you can read this. Singapore Central Bank unexpectedly tightened its currency policy to cushion against imported inflation pressures that stem from strengthening global demand and lingering supply chain constraints. So we have around the world really, really big problems actually with this, with the demand and with the this delivery chains, because a lot, maybe you saw this this report. Actually, the ships with the containers, they are waiting on every harbor 1 week or maybe 9 days. So our Christmas will be definitely differently to all the other years before. And if you want to have Christmas presents, I give you the big advice: buy your Christmas gifts now, because you will have a lot of problems that you will get some Christmas gifts, because the delivery chains are really, really worse. Actually, in some harbors in China, we have corona outbreaks. So they close almost the whole harbor. So the ships on the rivers and the seas, the oceans, in the channel to the harbors, they are waiting 9 days. They can do literally nothing. So in Germany, for example, the Hapag-Lloyd, for example, they avoid that their ships will arrive Hamburg or Rotterdam. So they make another route to Bremen and Weserhaven, for example, because they say, I saw yesterday the report, they say it's not possible that we have to wait in China 9 days, then in Singapore 9 days, in Los Angeles 9 days, and then we come to Europe, we have to wait another 9 days. That's not possible because we need the ships back and we need the containers back. But now, no more containers, no ships. So, and this was really crazy because the medias, they ignore this full problem. So, and if I can see the markets, they're rising again, that's completely irrational because we have so many problems and the market ignores this. But there will come the time the market cannot ignore that fact for a longer time. Then we will see falling markets. It's not yet. Thanks God we have rules. Thanks God we can work with probabilities. Yeah, just probabilities. But the time will come that the good mood of the market is turning to a really bad mood. It's not that I'm talking about the crash, of course not, but sometimes there will come the time that the market cannot ignore these facts longer. What we see why the price or why the indices actually are rising is based on the good news from the, we have the quarter numbers upcoming next week, and the companies announce really good news and really good numbers for the moment. So the expectations are really, really high. But if there will come up some companies with maybe they fail the expectations, then let's see what the market is doing then. And because this is not healthy, what we see in the markets right now, that we have so many problems around the world with Corona, with this delivery chains, and the market is going up and up and up. And you see, this is, if you can compare it with the last 30 years, then it's always the same. At the end of a bull market, exactly this happens. Bad news around the world, but the so-called dump money is buying and buying and buying and buying. They buy everything, every share, every stocks, everything. They literally buy everything. And the commodity prices are really exploding for the moment. So the winter is coming. Yeah, and in Germany, for example, the gas inventories are at the half of normal full. So we will have a lot of problems in the near future, and we will see how the market is going to react on that. But that's actually, we see rising prices. That's normal. About the quarter numbers that will come out for the next 2 or 3 weeks. So it's going to really be an interesting game. So be carefully and stick to the rules. Yeah, I only tell you this, but this news you can see here on Admirals, and you should have this in your mind. So I want to give you this advice. If you want to copy your trades, or if you want to follow some copy traders, then you can visit this homepage on copy trading on Admirals, achieve more with copy trading. It's a highly suggestion from my side that you watch this, join it and have a look on it. It could be really, really interesting. So let's go to our trades, and we start with DAX 40. And here we go. That's our lovely trend. And as I told you yesterday in the morning briefing show, that was here my second trend arm. That was the second trend arm. You know, in the second trend arm, yeah, the probability that we see a final trend continuation is extremely high. So, and you see what happens. Yesterday, in the morning, after the morning briefing show, the market broke out to the upper side and fulfilled its own probability. So you could sell half the position at this point if you have a proper money management. Then you see there was the next correction. Then we saw the next outbreak, trend continuation here. Then we saw a deep correction without a close. Therefore, it was not a trend break. And what's happened next? Look at this one. Next trend arm and the next correction. And now this morning, we see the next trend arm. Isn't that amazing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trend arms again and again. Now, maybe now you understand why I always used to say, trust the system. Even it's hard. And now we are looking from the right to the left side and we see, yeah, look, this is a lovely trend. And I know this challenge because we are living not in the past, we're living in the present, and we have to trade into the future. But the longer you wait, the more time you need to build up your confidence to this system, because that's the natural law of trading. You know, we trade with prices. We don't trade the DAX 40. We trade price of DAX 40. So the moment you trade price, you know, sometimes the price is cheap, then it's going to be about more demand. It's higher prices. Then sometimes it's going back in the correction. And again, the so-called accumulation phase. So when do you can trust the system? Interesting part. The moment if you don't be focused on money. The moment you cut your risk to a low risk, then you are not attracted by money, just attracted to focus the rules, then you can have this experience. But as long, Tobias, wonderful good morning, but as long as you are focused, on money, money always attached to you, always. It always gives you emotions because you always have a look, oh, my money, it's going up, it's going down. This is what gives you this kind of emotion, yeah? But the moment you're focused on price and the rules, and you go back and you reduce your risk to a lower risk level, then you're focused on the rules. And this is, in my private opinion, this is what I teach. This is the only way to become successful on the long run, because money always influences your mood, always. And it's a kind of your subconsciousness, yeah, that you have now this construction place in your subconsciousness that you always focus on money, because money makes you emotionally, not the rules. Okay, so let's go to the focus trades in 4-hourly chart. And actually on the right side of the chart, we can see that we have in DAX also now a new uptrend. It's just a correction of the main downtrend. But if you don't have an open position, then you have to trade what you see on the right side of the chart. And actually, we see this move, we saw the correction, and now we are on the next move. So which means the next correction, yeah, is yours. And maybe we go back to the point of control. So if you trade DAX and if you trade 4-hourly chart, then don't miss this first entry, by the way. Then let's see about crude oil. And in crude oil, we have still rising prices. But here also you can see how old is this trend. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th trend arm. No one was expecting this. No one. Yeah. And you see, I guess very less of you are a part of this, because I had a trade there. I had a trade and I made my profit there. And yes, now I can see, oh my gosh, the price is going up. The trend was continuing. Yeah, it is, but I don't care because it was not my plan. My plan was, I am in the red zone. I want to take this move. I trailed my stop. And yes, I made a profit. The rest is completely uninteresting for me. It was differently, or if it were differently, if I had another plan. If it were my plan that I want to follow the trend, then I didn't trail my stop loss. then I leave it here below the last 0.3, but that was not my plan. So, and I don't care what happens afterwards. I don't care, really, I don't care. I see it, yes, okay, next time maybe I borrow it. But this is just was my plan. So don't mix it. Dow Jones. Dow Jones. As I mentioned yesterday, guys, we have this main trend is facing downwards. And on the right side, and I told you yesterday in the morning briefing show, I told you we have a secondary trend around the point of control. So, and now we saw this correction. So, and we had balanced candles there. And I said, if you want, you can open the trade there. And the 0.2 is my final target. Yeah. And now price is rising. Let's see if how the price will react at the point of control. I don't know yet. Don't forget, guys, don't forget, we have this downtrend. Yeah, that's the downtrend. Yeah, there was no trend continuation there, which means we are still in the third trend arm. Yeah, and you know, it's always possible that we see this one. It's always possible. But now on the right side, in case you don't have an open position, then the chart or the trend on the right side actually is yours. Let's see gold. You remember the show yesterday? What I told you yesterday, there was the breakout. Yeah, and here again, this is the high probability. And you can watch the show. Thanks, Nastia. She recorded it and we can watch it now here. And I told you, look, we have this move. We had the correction. Then we had the next move. And we had the next correction. So first possibility to go long was with this balanced candle. And we reached a point of control. It was enough to make partial profits, trail the stop into profit and get out. But then we realized there was no trend continuation because we had no close. So therefore, the setup was still valid. And look at this one. We had a couple of balanced candles, which was enough to open a position here again on the way up to the 0.2 and back to the point of control. So what's happened? Bam, there was it. So my question, did you make the trade there? In case the gold is on your list and 4-hourly chart is your time frame? If no, don't care about it. Everything is fine. But if you have to say yes, and you were not a part of this trend continuation, then I have to ask, why not? You said to me, this is, I trade gold. And I said, and you say to me, yes, 4-hourly is my time frame. So where were you? Why did you make this trade? Why didn't you make this trade? Where were you? Think about it. That's crucial for your trading success, guys. That's really crucial because if you miss this setup, if you miss this entry, you miss the big money. Yeah, and with missing signals, you cannot make money. Of course not. Yeah, everything is based on a coincidence otherwise. Okay, let's see Euro US dollar. That's kind of difficult. So let's see if we had a close there. No, which means that's my trend actually. So I have Euro USD on my watch list. So move, correction. So let's see. Yeah, we're going to have trend continuation right now. We will have a clear close above that. Then the next correction could be ours. Yeah. So, and you know, point of control is quite far away. Mark, if you did it, I'm really extremely proud of you because this is a real progress. That's real progress. So my suggestion, just what I did is partial profits, trail the stop in profit because you're circling around the point of control. Yeah. make it. Yeah, that's money. That's money. Don't expect too much. Yeah, it just this move, accumulation phase, acceleration phase. Yeah, just on you what you do. But you know, the probability, remember guys, yeah, remember guys, the probability means accumulation phase close above the last 0.2. That's the 72% probability. The rest is trade management. So the moment the strategy was working, it makes no sense to have a loss afterwards. Yeah, just quick advice. So next one is British pound US dollar. And yeah, here we go. As we said, we had a couple of trades. So I missed my entry here in 4-hourly chart, you see. Therefore, I have to switch to my daily chart because I cannot afford 4-hourly chart. And here we go. That was the trend. Move, correction, move, correction, and now finally, look at this. Look what happened. Look, now we have the trend continuation. Yeah, second trend arm, and point of control, by the way, is there. And I'm quite sure that we will reach the point of control finally. So if you did it, yeah, then it's time to make the trade safe, because you have now a close above your last 0.2. So, and the strategy means out of the accumulation phase, above the 0.2 into acceleration phase. Yeah, that's your 72% probability. Yeah, so take half the money, trail the stop loss into profit, and be happy that it works again. So gold hit, British pound US dollar hit. So what do you want more? Yeah, so you can make money, not with expectations or not with having opinion like, oh, this week US dollar is very weak. Who cares? Who cares? Yeah, that's the news. Yeah, you can read it overall. But with such sentence, oh, the US dollar is very weak this week. Oh, no, with that, you cannot make money. As a private trader, by the way, as a private trader, you have to work with probabilities. And probabilities is never based on an opinion. Yeah, just on facts, numbers. That's what you have to understand. Okay, great. So let's see, I have 2 questions. So some words on the point of control. So the point of control, it's a special indicator you can order over my homepage. It's not free of charge. The point of control is about the volume. Once you understand that you don't trade market, that you don't trade Dow approach or something else, or in German mark technique, the moment you realize that in the first place you trade the price. So the price is either cheap or expensive or normal fair value. Then it's based on the volume of the history, by the way, because this is the natural law of the price. So therefore, the point of control is the highest volume, even in Forex. In all the other markets, you can have a look at the order book, and then you know exactly how many contracts were traded at the point of control. In Forex, you cannot see it because it's over the counter, but the sentence or the sense, the expression is exactly the same. Yeah, at the price where the price is feeling very comfortable, the banks and the Forex, the currency market is working a lot there. So this is the sense. And you can watch it in my show every day. That's the point of control, is a kind of guarantee for a private trader, because the price is always going back to the point of control, because there's just only one exception. When the market turns or moves the price to another spot. But then you can see it when the volume is rising in another spot. And as long as the market doesn't do that, it's a guarantee the price is going back to the point of control. This is a kind of guarantee for private traders, by the way. Yeah. and are set up according to the rules, and therefore doing a lot of high probability trades. It shouldn't it be possible with a small account to trade it to a big account to trade for a living? No, of course not. It's not possible. Yeah, that's an illusion. If someone is telling you you can become rich or you can make trading for a living with a small account with less than 100,000 euros, especially without having any experience in trading, let me tell you this truth. It's a bitter truth, unfortunately, but this is not possible. Yeah, you can make money with trading, and this is what we are doing here, but you have to be realistic. So every account size which is less than 100,000 euro is not made to make trading for a living. It's not possible. It's absolutely not possible, especially you don't have experience a lot in trading. If you have a lot of experience, maybe years and years, and you know what you do and you're not focused on money, then maybe it's a kind of possible. But you bring a lot of pressure on your shoulders if trading is your only incoming source. A lot of pressure, because as a private trader, you only can work with probabilities. Even you have a setup which has a high probability, but it brings a lot of pressure. I never would suggest that you trade for a living with less than 100,000 on your account and less than 7 years experience in trading. But this is just my private opinion. You can ask other guys around there in online. I'm sure other people will tell you other things. But my suggestion is always, if somebody tells you whatever, then ask, can you show me your track record? Track record means trading journal, not 3 months, at least 1 year, at the best 2 or 3 years, and then you can believe it. Yeah. We who live in developing countries can live with much smaller profits than people in the West. Vladimir, this is possible. You are right. In other countries, you don't need that much money, but don't forget the pressure on your shoulders because you only can work with probabilities. I don't say it's not possible. Yeah. Try it. It is possible, but believe me, I am engaged. I am in trading since 23 years. And I don't know any guy who make trading for a living with less than 100,000, wherever he is living, wherever. It's a kind of illusion, but try it if you want. It's not my life, it's yours. But don't spend too much money and too much lifetime with this. I know I destroy your illusion, but I'm not here to sell you any dreams. I'm not here to sell you any illusions. I'm here to tell you the truth, and I'm here to tell you how you can make money with trading. But I don't sell you any dreams or illusions. Yeah, we can make money with trading. This is what I show you here every day, but be realistic. Guys, one sentence at least. If it were that easy, do you really think on the bottom of this slide where 75% of traders lose money? Really? If it were that easy, we have this big number, think it through and be realistic. Yeah. Okay, so let's go. And I have a question for you today, guys. Nastia, if you want, we can open the poll of today. Thanks a lot. Here we go. My question for you today is, when it is allowed to trail your stop loss? I have 3 options for you. First, when the price is working against me, or when I'm in profit, or I never trail my stop. So when it's allowed to trail your stop, take your time. So David, if you go to my, I guess you can, if you want, you can watch my tradersyard.com. There you will see in the picture the rules. And maybe you go back into some or in the list of my YouTube videos on this channel that you will find explained this rules very, very often. So I'm quite sure you'll find it. At January, February, March, there were some videos where I explained the rules very carefully. Okay, so let's go quickly through our running trades. We start with Ftse 100. I'm quite sure they will get me out today, because the trend actually is not continuing. And you see, this is always the hard stuff if we are circling around the point of control, but sometimes it's just probabilities. Therefore, you have to calculate your money. This is really, really important. So then let's see, maybe we have a new uptrend. Yeah, let's see. Index 40, also, price is not working for me at the moment, but the stop loss is falling out the way at the correctly 0.3. So just wait. Then we have Dow Jones. Yeah, also actually in kind of booking losses, not real losses actually. Yeah, just wait if we will see that the price is going down, because the trend actually is still valid. And then I'm quite sure we have an open position in Platin. No, not yet. I have to open this position, but we have an open position in Euro Swiss franc. As I said yesterday, yeah, we will see the breakout, and we have to go a bit to the normal candles. And you see, here we go. There's the breakout to the lower side, highest probability. Yeah. Thanks, Danny. Yeah. This is just always the fight with me and my and the broker, because I'm a trader, not a marketing man. Of course not. So you see, and guys, very important. If you will have a close today below the last 0.2, then get out, or I get out, because that was what I want to see. Unless I can see tomorrow is much more pressure on the price, then I will be in. Or maybe you can sell half the position. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's daily chart, guys. Oh, I love daily chart. It's so stable and it's so high probability. Gosh, I love it. Yeah, and it's so calm, no pressure, no hurry. And that's really, really cool. So this is what we have to do. Okay, cool stuff, guys. So my question for you today was, when it's allowed to trail your stop loss? And 67% says when I'm in profit, yeah, or when the price is working against me, 33. Trail the stop loss means not away from my initial stop. I explained yesterday the difference between initial and trailing stop. So guys, don't forget it. Yeah, it's allowed for a private trader, if you follow the rules, it's just allowed to trail your stop loss if you are in profit, to make the profit safe. But if you have an initial stop and the price is working against you, then it's not allowed to trail the stop more far away. If the price is working against you, yeah, and you trail the stop closer to cut the loss, then it's allowed. So just only two options: if you're in profit, or if you trail the stop to cut the possible loss, in case you realize, okay, I'm in the wrong bus. It was the right bus station, but I took the wrong bus. Okay, let's get out and take the next bus. Then it's allowed. Yeah, that's really cool. So you see, we go deeper and deeper and deeper. That's really, really cool. So let me say thank you guys for listening to me. I'm looking forward to see you tomorrow and the next show on Friday. And I hope you will have a great day. And as always, have courage and be kind. Always. And may the force of the rules be with you. See you tomorrow.